Alright, welcome to this episode of VAG. I'm your host, JerryTerrifying. This is for the garage sale week of July the 8th through July the 12th. I've always hated saying the word 12th. It's kind of a shitty one. That's just me. I wasn't intending on doing any garage sales at all this week. Again, rationing my funds very tightly until I get to the show in Cleveland so I can drop my wad there. But my girlfriend's daughter wanted to go garage selling this Saturday, and I was like, alright, let's go garage selling. I had $14 in my pocket, and on sale number 2, I believe, I saw a video game. If I have any video of it, I'll show it. It was some racing game in some musty old dude's garage. I was like, you wouldn't have to have any other video games. He's like, nah, there's only one. I was like, oh, bye. What do we have? Real life video game. But I was zero interest in it. You wouldn't happen to have any other video games hiding around, would you? Only one?
Yeah.
Thanks. And then the next garage sale, I believe, I hit pay dirt. There was about 20 to 30 PlayStation 2 games, a PS2, a pink DS Lite for $20. That was the only video game thing that had a price tag on it. And I looked through all the PS2 games, and I picked out 4 that I was interested in. Well, I picked out 3 that I was interested in. Yeah, I'm looking at these. Maybe Escape might be a good time. I used to have a copy of that. Clubhouse Games. Did you take $5 for these?
Yep.
Sounds good to me. Ooh, actually. Take $1 for this one?
Sure.
It's no case.
That's fine.
Alright. Thank you very much.
No problem. Enjoy.
And I made an offer. I said, hey, will you take $5 for these 3 video games? Now, what we got here is Suikoden 3. The disc is a little scuffed up, but none of these are scuffed up to the point where a resurfacing won't fix the problem. So, I threw down some cash. Ape Escape 2 and Time Splitters Future Perfect. And the only one that's in an actual PS2 case is Suikoden. This one's very complete. It's got, the manual and the little fill-out thing in the back. Or maybe that's just the manual. Yeah, it's just got a manual in here. I don't know if there's any other bits and bobs come through with it, but it's complete. It's not bad. Ape Escape 2 has a manual, the disc and the insert, but it's in an Xbox case, curiously. So, someday I can switch this out. Some of these sports ball PS2 games that I've got stacked around, I'll swap these cases out. Time Splitters Future Perfect is actually a former rental from Hollywood Video, so it's not even in a real case. But, whatever. Since I got the first Time Splitters, I figured I'd get this. Now I'm just on the hook for Time Splitters 2, right? And then as I offered, I noticed something. It was sitting in a generic case, and I hadn't looked through these because I fucking hate shit in generic cases, but it was Dragon Quest 8. So I was like, hey, would you take $1 for this? Because it's, in a shitty case, former rental. She's like, yeah, sure. Whoa. Whoa. Almost lost this. That could have been fucking tragic. Shit. It's like, would you take $1 for this? It's in a generic case. This was sitting on top. Then I looked through the generic CD case shit. And the disc is in okay condition. Again, there's scuffs on it, but nothing that, you know, a little bit of... And the worst case, getting resurfaced won't fix. Dragon Quest VIII's one of the top of my want lists. I played a demo for that way back in the day when it first came out, and I fucking really enjoyed it. And I've seen it, you know, over the past, like, 10 years now, all the time for, like, $10, and it's starting to creep up in value. It's, like, around the $20 mark. I'll still probably buy a complete version of this, because I would like to have a complete version of this. But, you know, for $1, I can start playing the motherfucker, don't have, you know, whatever, it doesn't look super sexy on my shelf, that's fine. But I can start playing the bastard, which is something I'd really like to do. A little while ago, I kind of got onto a Dragon Quest kick. I picked up Dragon Quest IX again and started dicking around with it. Beat the story. I had like a couple, like 2 bosses left. I was real close to the end game. And I cleared that out and have started working on some of the end game content, you know, farming liquid metal slimes, building up characters, like getting into the class and job system or whatever, and just fucking around with the characters and trying to clear out some of the legacy bosses from the previous Dragon Warrior games. And recently, I bought Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 on Game Boy Color and Dragon Warrior 3 on Game Boy Color. And the battery on Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 died on me while I was like real close to the end game, and I haven't fixed it yet. Because, again, I'm being cheap as fuck until I go to this Cleveland show. I'm actually using my new audio gear, but not all of it. I got my Tascam DR05 audio recorder, and I'm using its microphone in tandem with my camera. And I'm going to mix that audio together, and it should sound a lot better. But I have my shotgun microphone, which I'm going to be using with the audio recorder in the future for a little bit better audio. But this should, you know, I got this thing today. I wanted to dick around with it, and so I am. So this video should have significantly better audio than the other shit you've seen with this camera. But there's still some bits and bobbles and stuff I need to buy for the show, so I'm being real cheap. And I didn't even intend to go out. And that seems to be when you find the cool stuff. Now, I only had $14 in my pocket. I doubt, you never know. I could have said, hey, I'll give you $15 for all this PS2 shit. They may have said yes. They didn't really seem to give a shit. But I try not to shark too much. But these games are all pretty, I got a pretty good deal. I spent $6. That's $1.50 a piece. Got Dragon Quest VIII, Dragon Quest VIII loose. Something I really want to play. Suikoden 3, I'll try. I've heard good things about it. Asked my RPG expert. He said, yeah, I've heard good things about it. That's fine. That's good enough for me. This game goes for around $20-$25 on eBay. This game goes for around $25-$30 on eBay. I was really surprised about Ape Escape 2 getting any sort of price. And I know this is in just a generic-ass rental case, but the cheapest I saw Time Splitters on Amazon was $15. That was probably loose. So, not too bad for not even intending to go out and at one garage sale. If I had some money in my pocket, I probably would have offered $15-$20 for the PS2 and all the games. There's nothing else I really wanted. You know, I'm not one of those shitheads that just buys shit to be buying it. But I am going to this event in Cleveland and trade bait. I've never really gotten into trading. But I might take some of my extra shit. I say I might. I probably won't. I have considered taking some of my extra games and shit and seeing if I can't trade it for anything I give more of a fuck about. And, I don't know, maybe I'll make that part of the video of going out there trying to trade some of my shit. Maybe I'll try to unload some of those Madden 07s that I got. But thank you very much for watching this episode of VAG. Let me know what you think about these games. Dragon Quest VIII, I've wanted to play. I played the demo. I really enjoyed it, and there's no reason I didn't get it. Just like the time this came out, when like I just sort of fell out of love with RPGs. Like I really like. There's quite a few of my favorite games from the PlayStation 1 era are role-playing games, and some of the Square shit I think is what has turned me off from RPGs for such a long time. But the Dragon Quest style, the simple, just get in there, bing, bang, boom, style of gameplay, like I really like that shit. I really enjoy the gameplay from the Dragon Quest series. Quite a bit, actually. Ape Escape, how can you go wrong with Ape Escape? It's fucking monkey catching madness. And Suikoden, yeah, I don't know. I think I did pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comments. Has anyone played Suikoden 3? I've read a little bit about it, and you got your three main characters, and I think their storylines are separate, but they interweave in a way or something. I read a little bit. That sounds alright. I'll play it. I'll give this shit a shot. Anyway, thanks for checking out this episode of VAG. Please leave some comments. I'm not getting a lot of comments in my last VAG video that I uploaded, not the one before this, because I haven't uploaded the one before this, because I've got like 4 in the bank. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave some comments, please. It always makes me happy to see people, you know, speaking a little bit about the games, or if you got any opinions about it, or just, you know, fucking say something. And come on, somebody, leave a fucking voicemail to put in the end of one of these videos. The number's going to be right after this. Just do it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching the video. Are there any comments or questions you would like to hear played on a future video or in the Mondo Coolcast? Simply call 937-419-1223 to leave a voicemail.